Do you only have 48 hours to visit Seoul? It sounds impossible, but trust me, you can see, eat, and experience the best that this vibrant city has to offer in just 2 days. Here's your ultimate guide to making every moment count. Start your adventure at Gyeongbokgung Palace, the grandest of Seoul's royal palaces. Built in 1395, this palace is packed with history. From its massive throne hall to its serene gardens, every corner feels like a step back in time. While you're here, make sure to catch the changing of the guard ceremony that takes place daily at 10 AM or 2 PM. It's an impressive display of traditional music, colorful uniforms, and precision marching. Here's my tip. There will be an announcement that plays over the speakers to tell you when it's about to begin. Try to reach the designated area at least 15 minutes in advance to get the best view. Trust me, it is 100% worth it. If you want to elevate your palace experience, you can rent a traditional Korean outfit called a Hanbok. There are plenty of shops near the palace where you can rent from, and each shop has their own style of outfits, so make sure to browse around if you're not pressed for time. Prices range from 10,000 to 30,000 won, or about $7 to $22 US. The more extravagant you want to look, the pricier you'll be, but here's the best part. Wearing a hanbok gets you free entry to the palace, plus you'll get some of the most stunning travel photos. A short walk from the palace brings you to Bukchon Hanok Village, a beautifully preserved neighborhood that's filled with traditional Korean houses or hanoks. The winding alleys, wooden rooftops, and peaceful courtyards make this place feel like something straight out of a historical K-drama. Wander through the quiet streets, browse artisanal shops selling pottery, handmade fans, and calligraphy brushes, and stop by a traditional tea house for a warm cup of Korean green tea. For lunch, head to Insadong, known for its authentic Korean food and vibrant street scene. Whether you're craving bibimbap, which is a dish of mixed rice with veggies and egg, bulgogi, which is marinated beef, or hotteok, which are sweet crispy pancakes, this is the place to be. And if you're feeling especially adventurous, you can try the tteokgalbi, or grilled short rib patties. They typically are sold for 12,000 to 18,000 won each, or about 9 to 14 US dollars. And they were originally made for Korean royalty, so technically, eating them makes you kinda like royalty too, for the next 30 minutes at least. Next stop, Myeongdong, the heart of Seoul's shopping scene. Even if you're not a big shopper, this district is worth a visit just for the street food alone. Some must-try snacks include the tornado potato, which is a perfectly spiral deep-fried potato on a stick that costs about $2.50 US. There's also grilled lobster with cheese, which, as the name implies, is freshly grilled lobster that's topped with loads of delicious melted cheese. They go for about 10,000 won each, or about $7.50 US. And last but not least, we have the egg bread. Now this is my personal favorite. It is a warm, fluffy bread with a whole egg that's baked inside. It's absolutely fragrant and delicious, plus they go for only $2 each. Also, if you love skincare and beauty products, then Myeongdong is heaven. You'll find K-beauty shops with free samples and products from brand names that you've probably never even heard of, and you might just walk away with a new skincare routine. Because let's be real, Korean skincare is next level amazing. And as the sun sets, head to Namsan Seoul Tower, one of the most breathtaking viewpoints in the city. You can take a cable car for 9,500 won, or if you're feeling up for it, you can actually hike up to the tower for free. Either way, the view from the top is absolutely worth it. The city stretches out in all directions, and as the lights come on, it feels like something straight out of a movie. This is also where you'll find the famous Love Lock Wall, where couples leave padlocks as a symbol of their bond. And if you're traveling solo, hey, don't worry about it. Nothing's stopping you from locking in a wish for more adventures, or perhaps to even find new love ahead. For dinner, Korean barbecue is a must. You can head to a local barbecue restaurant in Itaewon, where you'll grill your own cuts of pork belly, beef brisket, and marinated ribs right at your table. Expect to pay about 20,000 to 30,000 won, which is about 15 to 22 US dollars per person. And don't forget to pair it with soju, Korea's #1 drink. You can start your second day in Hongdae, a district that's famous for its artsy vibe, live performances, and quirky cafes. It's got the kind of energy that makes you feel young and creative, even if all you're doing is looking for coffee to start your day. For a unique cafe experience, try visiting an animal cafe. Hongdae has loads of cat cafes, dog cafes, and even a raccoon cafe. Most have an entry fee of about 10,000 won or $7 which includes a drink, and you get to spend some time watching these interesting animals do their thing. After the hustle and bustle of Hongdae, take a relaxing stroll along Cheonggi-cheon Stream, a peaceful urban oasis that runs through downtown Seoul. The gentle sound of flowing water and the greenery along the stream make this a great spot for photos. Once you're ready, head to Dongdaemun Design Plaza or the DDP, which is a futuristic architectural wonder that looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie. Inside, you'll find art exhibitions, design pop-ups, and K-fashion trends that will make your Instagram feed look effortlessly cool. For lunch, definitely head to Gwangjang Market, one of Seoul's oldest and most famous food markets. While here, make sure to try out food like the bindae-tok or mung bean pancakes, which are crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. There's also maya kimbap, which are mini seaweed rolls. Fun fact, they're also called the drug kimbap because they're so deliciously addictive. They're sold at about $2 per piece, so you can definitely get a whole lot of them to try out. Wrap up your trip in Gangnam, Seoul's upscale district. Stroll through high-end shopping streets, visit the Starfield COEX Mall, or enjoy dinner at a rooftop restaurant with a stunning night view. For those who love nightlife, Gangnam's bars and clubs are legendary. Whether you prefer a cocktail lounge with city views or a K-pop inspired dance club, this is the place to be to end your trip on a high note. Now I want to share some more tips with you to further maximize your trip. If you plan on exploring Seoul efficiently, which, let's be honest, you do, a TMoney Card is essential. This rechargeable transportation card works on buses, subways, taxis, and even some convenience stores, making it a must-have for getting around hassle-free. Instead of fumbling for cash or buying single-journey subway tickets every time, just tap your TMoney Card at the entrance gates and you're good to go. The card itself costs around 3,000 won, and you can top it up with more money as needed. You can easily pick one up at the airport after passing through immigration or from one of the many convenience stores like 7-Eleven, CU, and GS25. Of course, you can also get them from the vending machines at any subway station. And when you do need to perform top-ups, that's really easy to do. You can do them at kiosks inside subway stations or at any convenience store. And the best part, any unused balance is refunded when you leave Seoul, so no worries about overloading your card. You can always get your money back. Now here's a tip on top of the tip. When you're leaving Seoul, don't throw your TMoney Card away, because if you're planning to return to Korea in the future, your card actually stays valid for years. Seoul is a very walkable city, but that also means you'll be on your feet a lot. Even with a great public transport system, some of the best sites like Bukchon Hanok Village, Insadong, and Namsan Seoul Tower require a good amount of walking, often uphill. If you're planning on hitting Myeongdong, Hongdae, or Gangnam, expect to rack up between 15,000 to 20,000 steps per day. And that's great for your fitness tracker, but not so great for your feet if you're wearing the wrong shoes. So what should you wear? Well, for me personally, I wore my favorite sneakers from brands like Skechers and Nike, but I made sure they were the most cushioned types. This is essential if you want to survive the day without blisters. You can definitely go for slip-ons or sandals as they are great for short outings, but avoid them for long walking days. Finally, avoid wearing heels unless you're visiting Gangnam's nightlife. Those cobblestone streets in places like Bukchon Hanok Village are a sprained ankle just waiting to happen. And if you do end up walking more than expected and your feet are hurting a lot, then try to find a jjimjilbang or Korean spa. Some of them have foot baths that will bring your tired feet back to life. Trust me when I say that Seoul is beautiful all year round, but some seasons offer a far better experience than others. For example, in spring, between the months of March to May, the city bursts into pink and white cherry blossoms, making places like Yeouido Park and Namsan Tower breathtaking. However, spring is also pollen season, so if you have allergies, definitely come prepared. Summer comes rolling in around June to August, and this is when the days are hot, humid, and sometimes rainy. If you love vibrant summer festivals and don't mind the heat, then it can be a fun experience. But expect temperatures to be above 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and with high humidity that you'll feel like you're in a sauna or an active volcano all the time. Thankfully, the weather cools off in autumn, which is around September to November. To many, this is the best season to visit. Think cool weather all day long, golden foliage, and clear blue skies. This is the perfect time for walking tours and going to outdoor attractions like the Seoul Forest and of course the Bukchon Hanok Village. And last but not least, in the winter, which is between December to February, the days are cold but magical if you love snowy landscapes and festive lights. Korean street food tastes even better in winter, and you can warm up at jjimjilbangs when you're starting to feel that shiver in your bones. I mean, it's what the locals do, so why not just follow suit? To me, if you visit in spring or autumn, you're in for the best weather and some of the most picturesque views that Seoul has to offer. Make no mistake about it, Seoul is a city that stays with you long after you leave. Whether it's a history, food, culture, or nightlife, this 2-day guide will help you make the most out of every moment. Do you have a favorite spot in Seoul? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more travel adventures. Until next time, happy trails!